my child,
Our child.
if our child is going to be here, then I need access at all times.
Miranda, with all due respect, if your child is here, then one of us will be here.
And she's right. You'll always have access. But we need to set some boundaries. We can't just have you barging in like that.
I'm going to need both of you to answer every call, every text when my child is here. Understood?
Well, to be fair, Miranda did take the news a lot smoother than I thought she would. I mean, I think it comes down to the fact that the, condo key was a plot point that didn't take up too much of the episode. But, I've seen a lot of conflicting opinions on this online, even since the clip of this scene was released on a Monday. Well, that was just, when Miranda barged in to get that money and then she left. But let me put it this way. I still feel that, her having a key, I didn't think it was a problem. I think the issue came from her just abusing her access to the condo. Like I've said before, Laura and Calvin have been dating and they've been engaged for quite a while at this point. So it obviously hasn't been a problem until recently. And that's just due to the fact that Miranda constantly barges in unannounced. Seriously, no knocking, no nothing. She just puts in the key, comes in. No text message beforehand saying, hey, is it okay if I come up? What's that saying? It's like they always say, hey, I'm about to come in. Is everybody decent? It's just one of those situations where I really think this show, or not the show, but I think Miranda, it's just, she could have kept the key. But guess what? Who barged in unannounced during the dinner with Laura's parents? Who barged in unannounced on Saturday when they had no kids around? It was just Laura and Calvin having a late breakfast on the couch. Miranda just did that. How hard? I mean, the biggest argument I've seen from people online, and like I said, I don't recall the original House of Payne like the Bible, like I can with these other shows. So I don't remember everything, but people are like, no, Miranda is the one that paid for the condo in the first place. She was the one that got it when Calvin was still in school and yada, yada, yada. So she should have a key. I don't know the exact details of the divorce, but I'm guessing at this point, it was agreed upon that Calvin would get the condo in the divorce. So if that's the case, it's no longer her condo. It's just like in these divorce settlements where, the husband who paid for everything, like, the house, the cars, but then the wife gets, or the ex-wife gets it in the divorce. You think the ex-husband got a key to the house that he paid for? No. Now, I was always saying that I didn't mind her having a key from the perspective of, so long as that key is utilized for the benefit of our children, or in this case child, but in the case that, let's say, Calvin Jr. is staying with Miranda as well, it's one of those situations where for example, go back to the dinner, when Laura's parents were there. Miranda just barged in because she needed to get Calvin Jr.'s laptop for a school project. How hard would it have been to either call in advance to see, hey, is there anybody home? I need to get the computer. Or better yet, for the sake of my argument that the reason she should have a key, let's say Miranda's watching the boys. Calvin and Laura, neither one of them is at the apartment the condo for whatever reason. Miranda gives a call like, hey, Calvin, Christian needs a book from the condo he left behind for his homework. Is there anybody home? Can I swing by and get it? Oh, no, Miranda, Laura and I aren't home, but, you got the key. If you just want to run up there and get it and come back, it's all good. See, that's fine. But for her to just constantly come in unannounced, no warning at all, that's the issue. That's my stance. And I can agree. There are a lot of people, or exes, baby mamas, who don't have keys to their, baby daddies or ex-husbands, ex-boyfriends, whoever. They don't have a key to their place to live, and I can understand that too. Yeah, it makes sense. But like I said before, my argument is it's not about her having a key. It's about her not respecting boundaries. And a lot of people have said, and I've said this too, yeah, it's like, well, no, honestly, I didn't originally say it. I think I said in another video that another fan pointed out. It's only Miranda's doing this because of the fact that Calvin lets her do it. And then I've seen other comments that go, yeah, the reason Calvin hasn't set these boundaries before is ego. It's like he likes having Miranda around. And then other people have stated, yeah, you know, Miranda is just doing this on purpose to mark her territory. It's like, Laura, you know, she should get used to it. It's like she thought Miranda was going away, but she's not. I get where Laura's coming from. I don't think there was anything wrong with what Laura was saying. I mean, hell, even Miranda had that moment like, oh yeah, she put you up to this, huh? And I thought something was going to break out from that, but I love how Laura came out of the back and pretty much stated her case. And Miranda's like, well, if my child, and I love how Calvin's like, our child. I was like, ooh, yeah, get her. One of us will be here at all times. I like that because it just made it feel like Miranda was looking for any reason to have access to this condo. It's kind of like, you know, when she didn't want Christian to be in Calvin and Laura's wedding. It's like, no, my son isn't going to be a part of your wedding. It's like, it would just confuse him and all. It's like, no, it ain't. You're the one who isn't ready to move on or can't move on, and you don't want Calvin to do so. It's just one of those things where I think this storyline would have worked better if it was maybe in like season 10, but we're in season 12 now, so this key thing just felt a bit out of place. Like I said, this could have easily been worked in season 10, maybe even early season 11, but at this point, nah, Miranda's just, she's doing too much. I mean, I'm surprised Miranda didn't bring up the sex thing. You know, the fact that her and Calvin had sex on that couch where you're all laying under that blanket. I'm just saying. But how do you feel about it? I think that this was handled a lot better than I thought it would be. But yeah, it's just Miranda doing too much. It's what it boils down to. I mean, seriously, I would have been like, look, Miranda, you know, give back the key, and hey, if you want us to, Laura and I, we could step out in the hallway. You can go around, get all your little money stashes and whatnot, because that's yours. I mean, yeah, you left, you gave the condo, but hey, that's your emergency fund. Hey, go ahead, take it. Do what you need to do. But this isn't your residency anymore. Like, you don't leave a toothbrush here, so don't leave any money here. You know, take it with you. And I think one of the biggest arguments is people talking about, wow, all those seasons, Miranda asking Calvin for money for their son or asking for an increase in child support, but she has all these emergency stashes. What the hell? Yeah, I was saying the same thing. All right, well, that's all I got to say about this particular video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll catch you in the next one.